RJ here, hanging out at the Young Hollywood studio with Joel and Benji Madden from Good Charlotte.
Tonight I kinda get the feeling my girl is up to something that is no good.
So 10 years you guys have been in the game doing this, and a lot has changed. I want to talk first all the technology that's changed.
It's crazy how much it changes every 6 months, but since we, 14 years ago when we started our band till 10 years ago when we got signed and put out our first record, it's just like it continually changes. But I think just in social networking, like if we talk about that, when we first went on tour and we were touring around kind of the East Coast, the Northeast, kind of from Florida all the way to up past New York. I think now if we had things like Facebook and Twitter, it would have been a lot easier, because a lot of times we'd play a show and then we would just find a place to stay, crash, shower. It was completely dependent on like the people that came to the shows and stuff.
We were using maps.
Maps, what are
No,
those?
no
right?
navigation.
Yeah.
No GPS?
No
that?
GPS, no iPhones, no Blackberries. We were strictly on, half of us didn't have cell phones, so you think about it now, you don't even think about it, but I talk to a lot of younger bands and they're like, how did you guys tour with no GPS?
maps?
And we're like, we had a road atlas and we would highlight the routes, and if you missed a turn,
you could drive. I mean, there were times when we drove like 3-4 hours in the wrong direction.
Now I'm not saying that's just cheating, but seeing is believing. Can't believe it what I'm seeing when I stepped inside. She's so wasted, acting crazy, making a scene like it's her birthday, drinking champagne, going insane, falling on me like it's her birthday.
Is there anything old school that you're still using? Anything you just can't give up? That you
I
gotta-
think the most probably old school thing about us as a band, when we play live, we still don't use any kind of in-ear monitor systems or anything like that. It's still just old school monitors in front of you.
I still wear a loincloth.
So let's talk now about DJing. I know you both are doing it, but I see you at all the hot parties. I remember the nylon party.
I'm a hot DJ.
You're the hot DJ.
Everybody wants me, my hands on the ones and twos.
So what's
You
on
know
your
what I'm
playlist right now? What if you were doing a party tonight? What would be the top 3 songs that you
saying?
have to
It
play?
really depends on what the party is and what the crowd's like. But I always like to, I always like to throw in mid-90s gangster rap. Somewhere in my set, I just drop it,
Gotta
no
go
matter
with
where
it.
I'm at.
And what's the one song of your guys that if you were gonna drop that you just always it's sort of
Like it's her birthday.
Like
That
it's
song
jam.
has it's crazy because that song, we wrote it in like 5 minutes. We didn't really put too much thought into it. It's kind of like our view when we're on tour all the time, and any given night we're in any given city and it's just another night of the week for us. But everyone that's there, it's like their big night out. They're
Right.
like with the band, we're partying. So everyone's kind of expected us, especially since that song, the last couple of months, it's been crazy. They now expect us to party hard, and we go and we're like, well, wait a minute, and everyone's like, party like it's my birthday, let's do it, and we're like, whoa, and so
I have a
that
green
song's
tea. I'm just like having a green tea.
that song's definitely upped the game for us on having to try to keep up with the partying out on tour.
As I walk through the valley of the shadow of LA, the footsteps that were next to me have gone their separate ways. I've seen enough now to know that beautiful things don't always stay that way. I've done enough now to know this beautiful place isn't everything they say. I heard evil comes disguised like a city of angels. I'm walking towards the light, baptized in the river. I've seen a vision of my life and I wanna be delivered. In the city was a sinner. I've done a lot of things wrong, but I swear I'm a believer.
So what made you decide to go in that direction? Because like The River, amazing video, but it was just very dark and totally different. You wouldn't even think it was you guys necessarily. And then this is total different.
The River is one of my favorite Good Charlotte songs, and some of our best friends, Avenged Sevenfold, that we did that song with. It's one of my favorite memories of being in our band. But every one you have to do different, you know?
And of all the songs on this album, what's the most personal one to you, would you say?
The most personal song on the album.
Well, for me, I wrote a song for my daughter, so I didn't even think it was gonna go on the record because it was really the original version of it was just a piano and vocals, so it was a really personal song. But he really loved it and he wanted to do it, and I wasn't opposed to it. I love the song, but it's definitely a very real, personal song, and it's always iffy when you put that stuff out there because you don't necessarily want that stuff to be critiqued.
There's a song on the record called 1979 that I wrote for my parents.
Yeah.
So that song's about my parents, about our family, and about the good times, you know. And a lot of our fans know the stories of our life, but they never got to hear the good times. So that one was really important to me.
Maybe we could do a song from the new record, another song from the new record, which we actually haven't played any songs from the new record acoustically besides like It's Her Birthday, except for when we wrote. It's kind of cool when people hear acoustic songs from us because this is how they're all written. So we actually sit here like this and we write songs together, and then so when you hear them, that's the original form of the song. But we could do Standing Ovation. Yeah, want to do that? We can try it. As I start to make my way back home,